Hello guys, how are you? Hey Sandra. Hello Maggie. Yes, Maggie, we just started only, so we only started the streaming. So this is the first time we're gonna do this live. So gonna be a bit blank. Lee, is this still blank? Can see? Guys, can you see me? Can you hear me? Give me a yes if you can see. Still blank. Any issue? Can see? Good. Can see, can hear. All right. How are you all? So this one is going to be the first live session for the year, actual live. Okay. Previous two was still recorded session. So what is going to be different right now that I will be taking some question after we have discussed the reading. So again, this is going to be a bit more lengthy than the usual video version. So got a bit more time. So we will put in at about 45 minutes to about 50 minutes worth of time on this air. And we can more extensively talk about each of the months for the different day master. So that's what we're gonna do. And when you are basically posting a question, there is three information that I would like to have if you're actually posting a question. So first is what are the things that you are trying to do this month? Okay. So and then second thing is, of course, I need to know your day master, and hopefully you can read your own month of birth. So you do need information on the month of birth to talk about it. All right, so I'm going to start with the material on the slide. So first of all, if you have not plotted any chart before, please go to joeyyap.com Bazi chart to have a chart plotted. So you do need your chart to be plotted because the information will be based on the chart that you have. So you need to be able to identify your own day master. So that is the one that you want to take a look at. So straight away you want to look at that. So we will be talking about the month of Tinh Mao. Tinh Mao is fire rabbit. That's the month this month. So for combination wise, rabbit and dog is a combination. So if you have any dog inside your chart, it is a combined month, and it's a clash for rooster. All right, so if you're a rooster, it's basically a clash of the month. So if you are looking at auxiliary star, you have three stages and also the general star belonging with the rabbit this year. So both of them are basically authority star. Three stages give you a bit of a lift in your standard, a bit of a lift in the position that you are in. So if you are looking to increase your position, to be in a higher level, this will be the month for you to basically get things done. And general star give you a lot of control. So it's basically power, authority, and increase in your stand inside the place that you are in. So those are the things that is general theme that you are basically looking at. Okay, so we will go through this. So this is a sample chart that you are looking at. So the one that you need to know is the day master. So the circle portion of it, this is a young day master. So we will go through each and every one of the 10 day master in relation to the month of Tinh Mao, fire rabbit. So I'll give you some recommendation of things that you can possibly consider doing, and also things that you may want to pay a little bit of attention to so that you don't get into much trouble this month. All right. So I want to look at. So we will start with the Jia wood, which is the Yang wood version. So if you look at this month, when you look at relation to Jia wood, so the Ting fire will be translated to a hurting officer on top. So hurting officer, traditionally, you know that it is not a good star. So the star that usually cause a little bit of chaotic situation, it go against the officer star. Okay. So in more modern term, it is a star that know how to capture attention. So of course, your biggest opportunity this month is going to be able to show that you have certain ideas that is basically a bit different from other people. So you can claim on to your ideas. It's easy for you to advertise yourself. Those are the ones that you want to basically take a look at. So it's quite good. And what you want to avoid when you are claiming idea is that, better make sure that the idea, is from you. If you are basically taking some idea from other people, or if it's a mixture of idea from other people, it's good to, give back credits where its credits is due. So you don't want to go into situation whereby you are plagiarizing other people. Okay, so great thing for you to do right now is basically share your idea. So since it's easy for you to get attention this month, don't waste it. Take it as a month whereby you are actually doing some advertising for yourself. So throw out those ideas, have good interaction with them. So those are the ones that you basically want to have a look at. That is for Jia Wood this year. So if you have a Jia Wood, those are the things that you want to look at. Next one is a Yiwood. So if you look at Yiwood, then the Ting Fire is translated into the Eating God. So both Eating God and Hurting Officer, is part of the output. So both of them are quite good with being creative, just that the Eating God are not the advertising type of creativity. So they don't go out and scream at people, hey, look at me, they don't do that. That is a Hurting Officer thing. So Eating God like to work on the idea. So they are a bit more reserved, they are a bit more quiet. So they will basically, probably go back to their, imaginary bubble or places whereby they are most comfortable and work on the idea that they have. So Eating God know how to generate more ideas, and because they have a bit of a more, a personal time with themselves, that they usually come up with a lot more ideas. So what they don't want them to do is basically to spread themselves too thin, mean that you have too many ideas running at the same time, but you are not actually implementing those ideas. So you just become somebody who have a lot of dreams, but they are actually no actual result coming out of it. So you don't want to waste your month on just dreaming. All right, action, working in sequence, which means part by part. So you have one idea coming out, work on the idea a little bit and push the idea out into the market so that it get some traction. So then only you work on the second idea, work on it, and then push it out. Third idea, work on it, push it out. Don't try to just hop onto all the idea and not pushing any one of the idea out into the market. So you want to do that. And next one is the Yang Fire, which is the Bing. So looking at Ting, so Ting to them are rock wealth. So rock wealth has very, very lot to do with your ability to compete with other people. Rock wealth have a great understanding of the people around them. So they are basically people magnet. They're very sensitive to what other people are thinking. So that's why when you are dealing with a rock wealth, it has the feeling that the rock wealth is basically using you, because they are understanding of what is the biggest thing that you have that benefit them. So they do that. So it is good time for you to what we call borrow brilliance, mean that share a bit of thing, but in a way that you are not sharing out, you're basically taking stuff from them. So have a discussion with them. So group work, you are really good at encouraging them to bring out the best of them, but at the same time you also know that you are actually not contributing too much into the pot. So that is the one that you want to what you call manage a bit. So stealing credit is the thing that you don't want to be accused of. If it's a team effort, even if you are the one who bring the team together, you try to share out your experience and also the credit with the rest of the team, so the rest of the team feel that they are part of the entire process of getting things done. So what you want to do is ask around. So the answer is basically out there with other people. Whatever you try to do right now is that it's much easier for you to get help from people. They definitely have the the knowledge and the know-how of getting things done. You just have to solicit it out of the people around you. Okay. So Ting Fire, all right. Ting Fire, you look at it. Ting Fire have a friend start Ting meeting with Ting, so that you are in a situation of a group think. You are following the flow of the group. So go together with the people that you are with. So they are the one who gonna be giving you the biggest support. So you just imagine having a lot of candle together. You can create quite a big fire. Okay. So what you want to be careful of is to be overly suspicious with the people around you. So they're helping you, they're supporting you, and then you have this feeling that are they real, are they true, those are the things that you don't want to go with. So if you are having a bit of a what you call chill time, and you friendship is basically blossoming. Cherish those downtime. So it's the beginning of the year. There is still a lot of opportunity for you to achieve your goal. If this is the time for you to form bonding with the people around you, do use that to form bonding with the people around you, so that down the road, years to come, maybe these are the people who will give you the biggest support in your success. So have a look at that situation. So again, go with the flow. So if your group of people are running ahead, run together with them. If they're chilling, you also chill together with them. Form that bonding that you need to basically get things done. Right, so you have your Earth, the Yang Earth counterpart. If you look at the Yang Earth counterpart, the Ting Fire will give you a direct resource. Okay, so direct resource have a lot to do with following a set of teaching. We call formal information. So in the olden day, they like direct resource student, because this student will not go and learn other thing except the thing that the teacher is basically teaching. Okay, so the rabbit, when you look at it, it is sitting on a direct officer. So direct officer are very rule-based type of person. So it's basically this entire pillar is talking about being obedient. All right, so follow what is already set. Learn what is you're supposed to learn. So following your authority, which means a person who is more senior than you, or a person that have more experience than you, a person that can basically guide you, are the people that you want to follow. You follow their instructions, so you do things within the limit of your authority. So caution is to be reliant on instructions. So during this time when you are following instructions, sometimes you stop moving when instruction is not given to you. So you don't want to go into that state whereby you are reliant on people moving you. Earth is already a element that is very difficult to move on its own. Usually we describe them as, you kick them once, they move one step. So you don't want to go into a situation whereby, you just entirely stop because there were no instruction. You have to be a bit more proactive, all right? Don't want to get stuck there. So go by the book, so follow SOP. What is the standard operating module that you have on the things that you are doing. So just repeat and repeat the thing that you are supposed to do. You have to have a what we call very disciplined pace in getting things done. So just don't go into a situation whereby you are stuck by no instruction. Okay, G Earth, the Yin Earth counterpart of this, we are looking at indirect resource. So indirect resource, direct resource, if you make a comparison, indirect resource is the fellow who will go and learn things that is outside the bound of the direct resource. So they are more inquisitive. They like to look at the thing in a larger sense. So their action is a bit more faster if you compare to the direct resource, but at the same time, very erratic. So your opportunity is basically quick acting, because indirect resource have a lot to do with intuition. So that gut feeling, you don't wait for full information to act. It's basically if the information you receive is enough for them, then you will basically do you will basically work on it already. So you are much more faster in terms of making quick decisions. So caution there is talking about your follower pace. So what happened here is that the rabbit in relation with your G Earth is a 7 killing. So 7 killing and indirect resource, when you mix them together, both are very compulsive type of personality. So they will basically do first, don't explain to people. So when you have follower following you, they don't understand the risk that you are taking. They do not understand where you are going. They are basically blindly following you. So you have to think for them. Can they take the same amount of risk as you can? All right. You basically can take the risk at this current moment that you are more bold, you are more brave, but doesn't mean that the people around you can fake it. So because right after the dust settle, you would have to look back and look at the people who has been following you. Some of them may fall off. They may not be able to stand up. So need to be a bit more careful on that. So what you want to do is that you run ahead. You go first. You tell them that you are basically going first. They can basically come at their pace. They don't have to force themselves. Just think of it as a marathon running right now. That you are basically doing. You're basically running first, and they are also in the marathon. That you are not expecting them to run at the same pace or speed as you are. If they do that, they may just hurt themselves. They don't have your training, they don't have your resolve, things like that. So you let them run at their pace, and then you run at your pace. So eventually they will also reach the finishing point. So don't really need to be too much of it. So you are just going ahead and clearing the path for them. So that's what you want to and do. And G-Earth also, it is a element that is quite giving. So we call them the mother element. That's very giving. So you are basically sacrificing yourself, going ahead to clear out the path for the people behind you. Okay, so you look at Gung metal. Gung metal is looking at a direct officer on top and a direct wealth at the bottom of it. So this is a noble combination. So in the olden day, they really like a direct officer, direct wealth type of combination. So they say that you got money and then you got power. This is what they want. So you are basically an elected official under the payroll of the emperor. So they love this one. So a good time for you to get things settled. Okay. So direct officials are very action based. So they know how to control all your authority, and then direct wealth are basically a person who will get their hand dirty in getting things done. So people see you making decision and see you participating in the process of solving the other things. So that's why you basically have a little bit of more authority. After this month, people respect you a bit more. So caution portion of it is that again, when you have a situation whereby you are a bit more strong, right? Don't expect people to be able to follow you. They are not you. They are not you. They don't have your resolve. So be caution of the people who are following your footsteps. They may not have the resolve to basically survive the entire process. Okay, so what you need to do is that don't get dragged down by other people. So again, you have the energy to basically move forward, right? So you don't want to, always look back at the people behind you and see that, are they okay or not? So think of a situation like you are in the water and then, there's a capsized boat. You rescue yourself first, okay? You don't try to, swim back and then rally everybody before going to the shore, or else, all of you will drown at the same time. That's one of what you want to do. You get yourself to the shore first, and then you go and, get help from the land. Then only, you get the rescue party back to the shore and go and rescue them. So that's what you want to do. So it's the same thing right now. So, you get your agenda done first, then only you come back and look at the rest of the people. Okay, so we want to do that. And next one that we have, again, is the Sin Metal. So Sin Metal is having a 7 killing on indirect wealth. So you want to have a mirror. Just now, direct officer and direct wealth is the a bit more safe, prudent guy. 7K in direct wealth is make everything quick. So it's opportunistic attack. So it's a quick one. So obtain a quick win. So it's quite easy for you to basically get something really fast, a quick win. And this is something that Sin Metal usually love. So Sin Metal like easy stuff, quick and easy things that they get. That's what you want to know. So caution part, of course, is your reputation. So when you are taking a shortcut, sometimes the shortcut can hurt your reputation. You're not doing things in a proper manner, and people may see you as opportunistic. Right, so that's what you want to be cautious of. But then again, it's a fast-paced month, so a lot of things. If you can see a area to basically go in, to have a quick win, do that. But behind your mind, you need to know that is this something that gonna severely hurt your reputation or not? So it's gonna control the perception of people that is around you. So do control that, and things should be quite okay for you this month. Okay, next one we are looking at the Ren water, so the Yang water counterpart. Yang water counterpart, this one is going to be fairly good with a direct wealth on top. So direct wealth have a lot to do with success. It has a lot to do with your resolve to get things done. So this is the month whereby you are able to showcase your success. So you are sitting on hurting officer. So again, hurting officer is the attention dragging star. So you are successful this month, and then you are also able to advertise the success that you are having. So it is quite a good month because sometimes when you get something done, you want the recognition. This time you can basically blow your own trumpet to actually get the recommendation. So be careful not to fabricate story. Okay, so if you are successful in certain thing, just stick to the story. Don't go and add something that's not in, because again, in today's society, a lot of things is quite easily verifiable. So just be careful of it. Information is quite available. You do leave quite a substantial amount of digital footprint nowadays. Quite easy for you to check for the thing that you want to check for. So what you need to do, do the necessary advertising, necessary and required advertising. Okay, anything beyond that, try not to go too much. But overall, I could say that it is pretty much a good month for you, as you enjoy the fruit of your success early, and you are able to leverage it so that people knows about your success. So it is good for earning your mileage in terms of your success. And then we have the Kueh Water Day Master. So Kueh Water Day Master is indirect wealth on eating God. So we have a classic saying that the eating God produces wealth. So it's some choice. So we do love this combination because your wealth is basically a bit more cannot finish, not be able to finish, more continuous. So you can expand your option. Not only you are limited to one success, if you can leverage on it, you can have multiple different successes in the thing. So it's good to start multitasking. So don't limit your success. Okay. So again, caution or not to close the door too soon, which means that you have too early of a celebration. I've already achieved this goal already, and then you just say that it's time for me to relax this month. Right? That's not something that you want to do. Right. So once you have achieved something already, quickly think of what is the next thing that you can achieve at the same time, and what is the next small thing that you can achieve. So you try to compound your achievement this month. So try not to stop. Try not to stop on your success. Be a little bit more greedy when it comes to success. If this is done already, what else can I still squeeze in? What else can I still squeeze in? So there's a lot of opportunity for you to basically get yourself a little bit more into the situation. All right. So those are all the 10 that we are having. So as promised, we want to have a little bit of chat here. Okay. So here's the thing. When you are posting a question, right, there is a chat box there that's specifically for question. So it will appear as a red mark on my side. So if you don't put that one, I don't know that it is actually a question. Okay, so Maggie here have a question which is for the Yang Wood. If a person is having career change in his month, any advice or precaution? So you're talking about career change, means that I'm assuming the person is born in the month of snake. Okay, so if it's Yang Wood born in the month of a snake, so you are dealing with a Ping Fire. Ping Fire is basically a EG to a Yang Wood. So the change is likely gonna be in the ideal portion, the output portion of it. So what happened here is that a fastest explanation is that the goalpost has been shifted. At first you are producing such a thing out, now suddenly your area right now you are supposed to produce something else out. So clash usually entails something that you are not really too happy about. So it's not something that you are quite happy about. But here's the thing: the change is coming anyway. So that's why we always tell you that the faster you adapt to the change, the better the situation going to become. So you just need to know that if your work condition is going to be seeing your boss is shifting the goalpost, right? He's the boss. You just allow your boss to shift the goalpost, and you just play the game as it should. So don't be too afraid of clashes at this current time and date. We are a bit more flexible than the olden day. We can do a lot of changes quite quickly, right? So Johnny here, right, got a very long question. So I don't know if I can actually understand it. Let me just say. Let me see. Okay, let me just broadcast this so that you can see, right? So, day master is Jia Sui. So again, it's a Jia day master born in Ren Xu month. So it's Xu on Xu. So when you have Jia on Xu, then it's a indirect wealth. So if you ever land a new job, okay. So month pillar, if we're talking about landing a job. So here's the thing. The rabbit and the dog basically form a combination. So yeah, if you are already actively looking for a job, then basically there is going to be a job coming offering that you are looking at. So it's a combined that you look at it. So every time when you look at changes inside any of the pillar, right, it is either one is clash, one is combined. So the difference between clash and combined is that clash is an external incident coming in. You do not like the incident. So it is forcing you to basically make a decision that you usually are not happy of. That's all. Combined, on the other hand, is a situation coming in, but you like that one. So you will make a decision that harmonizes with the situation. So basically, both of them is, have external thing coming in, happening. Both of them require you to make a decision. The only difference is that combined is willing making decision to change. Clash is making an unwilling decision to change. Either way, you are going to make a decision to change anyway. So fastest way is basically to convince yourself that, all right, so I'm going to make the changes. It's really, really simple. So that's why we always ask you, to take control of the situation instead of letting the situation take control of you. Now we got Sharon here. Does it apply to Sin Si Snake Month pillar with Geng Zi Liu? Which one? Does what apply to that? I don't have your upper question, Sharon. Okay. So Sin Si Month pillar with Geng Zi Liu. So Sharon need to have your question in more. So wait, look at you, Sharon. I don't have a question before that. Does this apply to Geng Zi Day Master to okay, so you are looking at it now. This one reading are all in relation to your day master only. So it doesn't matter whether you are Geng Zi, or Geng Xu, or Geng Chen, or whatever, because your day master, the bottom part is talking about your spouse anyway. So mostly I don't think the spouse part is something that is primary. Again, I'm assuming you are more concerned of month which is career related. Okay, so that's my assumption. Okay, right. So looking at Anna right now for Sin Day Master, Yang Fire Hour pillar. Any financial management advice should I be? Okay. So again, straight away, if you are looking at the hour pillar, basically talk about your investment preferences. How you like to invest. So when you look at investment preferences, there are only two templates we're looking at: patience, no patience. So these are the two templates. So for those who have patience, we will ask them to go for property. For those no patience, you go for share, which is faster, slower. So the problem with fire is that fire is neither. They are neither somebody who is with patience, or they are neither somebody who is without patience. So what happens with fire is that fire usually follow the wind. They can flick from this side to that side to this side. Also, if a fire day master are not trained, you don't know about the thing that you are investing, and you are purely listening to other people's tips to invest. So that's usually how fire, because fire want to be lazy, fire want to be fast sometimes. So they just listen to tips by other people. So you get yourself into quite substantial amount of problem if you don't really learn. So for fire related people in the hour pillar, if you are not expert, you do not have the knowledge in it, please go and study first. Don't just listen to tips. So that was the advice that I would be giving you on fire related. Okay, Val here. I have this 八字 combination: rabbit, goat, pig. Okay, wood. If GS is my day master, what is the effect of this wood? So GS day master, because it is a wood combination, so wood to you is basically the authority star, because wood basically counter your earth. Okay, so you look at it, it is a authority star combination. So you will find that this month your authority is a bit more higher, which means also the way that you do things is a little bit more forceful. We usually say it's a little bit more crazy. You may want to tone down the thing a bit. So increase aggression. So the good part is that you're more daring in getting things done. The bad part of it is that people around you might think that you are a little bit off your brain. So just be careful a bit. You don't, in today's term, you don't have to be too forceful, because we are not fighting war. We are not in a life and death situation. You do not need that much aggression in doing things in our day and time. Chill a bit, but it does help in if you have something that you have been trying to do, but you just doesn't come up to have the courage to go and do it. This is the best time for you to kickstart it. It is also a good time for you to start, let's say a diet program. You have always been wanting to go gym, always wanting to be healthy. This is the time for you to basically go. You have that push to basically go through the pain of a gym session, go through the pain of the diet program. That's good for you. So again, you have something that you want to start doing, which is at the most of the time you feel is a bit more dangerous. Get it done. This is a good month. So back to Sharon again. So 庚子 since snake and tomorrow interview times 3. Will you like to land the job? If you're tomorrow only you are going to interview, I don't know how long is the process of interview. But this one you need to basically ask for it. So you need to know your entire process of interview is how long, because an interview has a process that they basically run through, unless you are going through a company that is not too into SOP. Most MNC have a process. So first interview, second interview, like it or not, you have to see the immediate superior, you have to see the superior of the superior. If you are a bigger company, they may require you to talk to 2 or 3 of your peers that you're going to be working with. They are going to come together with an assessment and talk to you. So there's a lot of stuff for you to basically do. So during a combined month, it does help a lot. It does help a lot right now. Okay, so be friend with the people around you that you are talking to. Be more pleasantable to the interviewer. You want to be their friend. Okay, so Charlie's here. Hour is a 庚午 again. Day master is a 己. Manchen, we are not doing reading. All right, so I'm having lawsuit this 12 March. Okay, lawsuit related matter, it is best for you to basically do achievement. It's not doing this to look at the situation. So the day master is 己丑. So 己丑, if you look at your 己 day master, let me just scroll back out to the 己 day master. Let me have a look at it. So indirect resource and also 7 killing. So there are no hurting officer, at least even inside the year and the pillar. So chances of you getting into massive amount of trouble are not really that bad. Okay, at least the month configuration. But then again, you need to look at your own chart and see what are the things that you have. So you have a hour there, you have a gung, you see. So the hurting officers is there. So depending how bad does it hit on the hour, is your lawsuit related to subordinate related, is your lawsuit related to investment. If you are having if you're having a custody war, then it's going to be quite bad. Okay, So those are the ones that you want to take a look at. So again, for you, Charles, if you want to do a reading on the lawsuit, I suggest you get a Qi reading done, not a Bazi reading. Bazi reading are handling a bit more longer thing. Your lawsuit is basically a bit more shorter, nearer one. A Qi reading will do much better. Okay, out here, so kindly explain animal sign snake appear in Daymaster solitary at the same time appear in Guardian of Destiny Qi. The Guardian of Destiny Qi has nothing to do with the Bazi snake. Okay, Bazi snake is the Si, so it's different. The snake deities in your Qi is basically a very different thing. They have no correlation at all. So the snake star, your tiger star, your snake, your monkey, and also your pig are basically what we call traveling stars. So they have the traveling horse, and these are also solitary stars. So in the olden day, if you travel a lot, you travel alone. We don't go with entourage in the olden day. Right now, you go out, you go out with friends. So you need to understand in the olden day, if you travel out of the city, you can die literally, right? So you got wild animal, you got poisonous, all your poisonous animal out there. You got the bandit, you got your enemy soldier. Going out of the city is a death sentence. And if you travel from one city to another city, you're not talking about a few hour drive. With the fastest source, it could take you a few years to reach the other city. So chances of you dying is really there. So if you are traveling out of the city, right, you're gonna be quite alone. Okay, pretty much that is the thing about solitary star. Solitary star means that you are alone. All right. Next, we are looking at Yangwood Daymaster. Yangwood Daymaster with a rooster. Just start to look for a job, any opportunity. We need to know your month. So again, when you are looking at opportunity of job, we are looking at changes in the month pillar. The month pillar is your career. So changes here only got two, is either a combine. So combine, you have a six branch combination or a 3 harmony combination. So there's 3 of it, and then a clash. So that is just 4 situation whereby you would have a change. So of course there's also combine in the stem there, and the clash in the stem would also give you. So if you put in total here, there is at least 5 particular situation whereby your current employment situation can change. So you're looking at the changes in the month. Okay, so you can what else do you have up here? Okay. Okay, any opportunity to get a new job? So Bing Zi, you look at the Zi, and then the current day is Mao. So Zi Mao has actually it's not a clash, it's not a combination. So even if you take the day, the high, and also Zi also is not clash, not combination. So what we basically looking at right now is a situation whereby you don't have any incentive to change your current situation. So when you are looking for a change, usually there is an incentive, a pull factor or a push factor. So a clash is a push factor. You are running away from something that you don't like. Combine is a pull factor. You are running towards something that you like. So that's usually how you are looking at changes. So when you are asking during this month, during this year, do I have even if the change are there, you are not pursuing it. The heart is not there because there are no pull and pull factor. So we usually look at pull and pull factor to decide whether you really change. All right, so Syed here, let's have a look. Daymaster is Yi, born in Ren Wu. Possible of a relationship change. So Yi snake is Yi Si. In there, now relationship, you look at the day. So the snake right now is a clash. So now you see pig clashing with the snake. So there is a change in your relationship preferences. So when you look at preferences, your spouse palace, they basically tells you, type of personality or person that you basically like. So right now, this particular template or person is somebody that you don't like. So that basically give you a opportunity to make a change. Yeah. So if you're asking, any chances of making changes? Yes. Yeah. You would basically be now. This one is basically push to change. So you are something that you are trying to run away from. Okay. So this is have incentive to make a change. Okay. We have Kenneth here. Day master is Ren Zi. Advice you will be able to. Your sentence just went blank. So let me just scroll up a bit to see if you have a longer sentence. Okay, now Sharon, so since you got a little bit more information right now, so Geng Zi Day Master, so and then you have a Xin Si month. Okay, so month is Xin Si, so it does signal that this year you'll be having a change, so you're going for interview. That's completely great. Okay, so does the DO and the power apply to me in terms of my new role and job power? So now the DO and the power star that basically is given to you by the Geng right now, right, is you having to be able to display your ability to make decision. So when you are there, please act a little bit more decisive. Okay, be decisive of the thing. Like things that people ask you, what is your expected salary? You don't go like left, right. Straight to it. Straight to it. Why that is the salary that you are supposed to be paid with. And yeah, it is good. Basically, it is easy for you to impart your current authority to people. It is more, they can feel it more. So leverage on that. Okay, leverage on that. You are taking off. Tall Kok Leong here. Tall Kok Leong here. They must say Yang Water, so it's Ren. Have a problem with your boss. And this boss is asking me to do someone else's job. So what's the problem? Do someone else's job. It's quite okay. Problem is he's not recognizing me for your effort. How should you advertise? Simple. Once you completed something, make sure everybody know. Send a thank you email. That's the most subtle way of doing. Send an email, blast it up, but it's in a form of thank you. Thank you, this person, for cooperating with this. You like to this, and then especially for the boss that you have right now, right? Credit him for things that he didn't do. Credit, it's fine. He didn't do it. You credit him. Basically, blast to everybody. Have a have a session, or you want to go a bit more traditional. Is prepare some thank you note for everybody, so that everyone knows that you are the one who did the job. But at the same time, you also advertise your boss a bit, and that basically what we call is keep him in the conspiracy loop, because he's already feeling great that he had this achievement. At the same time, he didn't do anything. He know it deep inside he didn't do anything, and he would know how to basically protect you at the same time. So yeah, that's how you advertise. Nowadays pretty easy. Send a massive thank you email to everybody about the project, and when you do send progressive report, CC your boss, and credit your boss about the things. It's like you are trying to thank you your boss by telling your boss about how great the thing that your boss has done. At the same time, your boss would know that you are basically involved with the entire project. That's how you basically do a advertising in a more subtle manner. So, okay. Anna here, Christian Sin Day Master, Yang Metal, Yang Fire Month, Yang Metal, Yang Fire Month. Okay, Geng Wu, so it's a Geng Wu month pillar. How does the Fire Rabbit affect my job search? So again, the Wu, which is the horse, and also the rabbit, basically, they are not in any clash or a combined situation. So again, no incentive. So those are not the one that you want to basically look at. Okay. So if you are now right now, if you look at it, you have a horse as a month. So next year is the month of the rat. So rat and horse is a clash. So if you're looking at the situation, if you're gonna get a job this year, chances are survival next year also is gonna be quite low. You're gonna hate the thing that you get. So you may want to take a look at what you are doing. I would make the change and at least next year, so that is easier. All right, or else the new job you may start to hate the new job. Okay, so all right, next one, Kenneth, let's have a look. Look like the same. Ren Zi, born in the month of Ding Wei. Meet someone potential to make the first move to get to know the person better, or even chance to get attached. So relationship related, just look at the day. So again, Zi with the Mao. So Zi with the Mao, there are no combined or clash relationship, which means that your relationship palace is intact. Again, no push, no pull factor that's happening. Looking at the year with Zi also, it is not an actual combine, although it is what we call a seasonal combo, but it doesn't produce anything new. So again, no push, no pull factor. So I would caution in applying a Zi Mao as a relationship, because the Zi Mao usually bring sexual related problem, from mild sexual harassment to cases of rape. So it is not a good month to get hooked up. So you may get into a bit of a sexual related harassment issue. You don't want to, and especially you're asking, to make the first move, right? So please don't get into trouble. Okay. So Danny here is a Ren Day Master, a lot of Ren Day Master around. Month is Yi Chou. Okay. Would this still be considered a good month for me in work? Why would it be bad for work? Okay. So if you're looking at it, the snake, the snake is with the rooster. So if you are looking at it, so again, it's basically not much of a changes if you are looking at it. So again, no combine, also no clashes. So it's basically status quo. So if you look at it, is your month is good or not. So if you are looking at a Ren water with a Chou, so you are looking at a person which is have quite a strong direct officer. So quite a strong direct officer. So the month rabbit is having a hurting officer. So it's basically a bit more anti the way that you are doing things. The month is demanding you to jump out a little bit out of your comfort box. The way that you do things is basically asking you to be more flexible. So you need to be a bit more flexible with the thing. So here's the thing: when you achieve something, you feel like it is actually my responsibility to basically get the things done. So I do not need credits. Maybe you want to reconsider that. I'm not asking you to go and advertise everything. So just when people say that, congratulations, it's your achievement, just say yes, thank you. That's very simple, stuff like that. If people ask you, who are the person who actually done this, just tell them, yeah, I'm the one who's responsible, for getting things done. You don't need to, go and have a big advertising campaign doing that. Just be normal. Okay, Charles here. A lot of terms there. Okay, so Geng Wu hour, I have EB day. What is an EB day? And month class. Chou Chen, possible negative effect on what? Day master is Ji Chou. Okay, month is Wu Chen. So this month is the month of rabbit again. Rabbit and Chou, nothing. Rabbit and Chen, Rabbit and Chen is a harm, nothing much. I don't understand what is your concern. Okay. Okay. Maggie again. Let's have a look. Previous question, day master yang wood yin metal snake yin fire month a year horse if person is having career change this month, any advice or precaution? Okay, let me just identify the month. Snake. No. So again, it is already a clash year. So the year is already being clash. Just that you need to know the full clash only come in November. So you are not angry enough at this current moment to make the change. Okay, so by the time November comes, you would be being pushed far enough that you would accept changes that is basically happening. So you look at it at the current moment. Okay. Val here, looking at it, if you have a rabbit in your party chart, does rabbit in party chart combine with Ting Fire Rabbit month? Rabbit and rabbit don't combine. Okay, rabbit and rabbit is not a combination. Okay, so Sean Ing. Grey water born rooster. Nobleman rabbit, how to increase visibility in work for promotion. So Grey water again, increase visibility right now. Come up with more idea, more option. Those are the ones that you basically want to look at. Be a bit more competitive this year. So your year is 7 killing on rock wealth and on hurting officer. You are not supposed to play nice. Okay, this is not a year whereby you are supposed to play nice with people. It's a bit more aggressive year if you look at the situation. So Dal here, we're gonna look at this. Okay, Dal, Yin Ox Earth, Ji Chou. All right, so you have a Ji Chou, Yin Goat Earth Man. So good to change job. Okay, so same thing, good. Yin Wu Xu. So tiger, horse, and also the why am I looking at Yin Wu Xu? So it's actually Hai Mao Wei. So you look at the pig, the pig, the rabbit, and also the goat. So your month is basically a good month. So it's good. It's a 3 harmony combination. This one, if you want to look for a job, try to look for headhunter to help you. Look for headhunter to help you if you are looking for a job. That's what you want to be looking at. So like this is a pull factor, you see. So it's a 3 harmony combination is a pull factor. So you are actively looking for that. So but again, classically under normal situation, we ask you to stay put, because the jump that you can obtain from staying put, which is a promotion, is actually much more better than a jump that you can do from outside. When you are jumping outside, you better make sure that the jump is big enough. So because you're gonna be able to start from zero again, you have to build back your trust, you have to build back your reputation, you have to build back your work ethic. Everything needs to be rebuilt when you jump to a new place. Okay, so timing wise, we're almost done at 8 right now. So last one we're going to look at, let me see. Okay, let's look at Stephanie here. Born in the year of Ghost, Geng Yang Metal. Yang Metal, born in the year of Horse. Chance of promotion. So your year, don't look at your promotion. So again, anything to do with career is basically the month. Your year only look at your social standing. So unless your question is a little bit to do with your social standing, your business owner social standing, is your market, then yes, if you're looking at career related as an employee, month is the one that you want to basically look at. All right, guys, time's up for this session. Hopefully this one is a more better session for you compared to the normal one that we are having. So if you want to check out the previous one, or you have more information, you want to know Joey Yap TV, just subscribe to it. So there's a lot of other things that we do. We do have online when we go for assessment, feng shui assessment, we also give some explanation on the feng shui assessment that we are basically doing. So again, you need any notes, yes, you can go to kevinchan.jui to download the notes that you have. So again, if there's anything, just drop by some comments into the comment section that we have. Our good fella here will basically, take a look, and some of it that they can answer, they can basically just straight away answer you. If not, they'll get in contact with many of our consultants to find an answer for you. So this is going to be the format that we'll be running, for the rest of the year, and hopefully it is, a bit more helpful for the rest of you, because a bit more interaction rather than a one-way blasting information out to people. All right, so great to have all of you. See you again next month. All right, bye.